and then I lost my life over it.
Say
It just breaks my heart.
that it
Because
appears
if the price is going to be your life or do what I say, it isn't any different than what was going on in some parts of the Southwest at certain time, where people will break into your house in the middle of the night and they are molesting your wife and having you be watching, all kinds of horrible things that was going on back then before the OPC came out to start wiping them off. Where you will be robbed in the middle of the night and they will be assaulting your wife and they will make you stand looking in there. It's just depravity.
That's
right?
the word.
And for you to have to, for that young man to lose his life, because I'm not going to do that. He said no to them.
No.
Okay, so which means there's a balance. Yes, there's depravity, but there are some people that are standing for what is morally
right. Because that's the way it's brought up. It was brought up right.
The experience of whoever was responsible
but
for.
If your life is going to be on the line,
who says no?
No.
If whatever you are going to
do to me, go ahead. But I'm not going to tell my religion. It's almost how you train your children. You see, what is breaking my heart is, could he have done what they wanted and save his life and the family have them back? Or now he's gone and we still don't have the two girls. So these are moral judgments. Of course, it is immoral what they're asking him to do.
They could still have killed
him. But the price of his life, to save your life, will you do what ordinarily you wouldn't do? No law imprisons you for doing an immorality that you don't have a choice of. Okay? That's why people that are mentally unbalanced don't get sent to jail for committing murders.
Because
right? If they got it gone in your head, it's either you do it or you don't do it.
And really, that's a choice. So really, the circumstances was so bad, but the guy had to make the choice. And he made the choice that
it's tough. It's really tough.
A very tough and painful.
For the parents forever.
This way they said that they killed him.
It's tough. It's so sad.
I looked at the language.
So terrible.
My imagination tells me I may be wrong. It's as if they decimated him with machete and the rest of it. Just so that he would feel the pain. If he was shot, that's a different thing. He just 1 second.
It's not.
But was subjected to a very cruel
was
and painful death.
After.
And the girls, you don't even know what the situation is with the girl. And it's gone. It's
just so painful, so horrific, and so bad for the
I know that the law enforcement, they are after them. The governor said something.
Are you convinced?
The governor said that.
Considering the almost insecurity all over the country.
You know what I'm saying? As the Americans will say, you're going to either take a bullet or you tell them to stick it, and the boy took the bullet. I pay him regards, but that doesn't make the life of the parents easy. Now we haven't heard anything about the girls. That even makes it more worse. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, even if they had done what they wanted to do, maybe they still won't release again. I don't know.
Possibility.
But when your life is on the line, right? We had, not a friend of a friend, but we had of a family who was subjected, whose wife was subjected to a lot of violations, and you had to stand there and watch. They are still surviving. They are still surviving today.
The story was told around here of a man who committed suicide after watching such an
the memory never left.
The memory never left. The Kenyan
together,
novelist.
The memory never left.
Ngugi.
Okay.
They molested his wife in his presence.
Oh.
That's Kenyan author who died sometime last year.
It's horrible.
The man who wrote "With No Child."
Okay.
No child.
So
it's a very terrible.
And the man left Kenya and went to live in America till he died. And I'm not sure he got out of it.
There was a Zimbabwe couple, a white woman with her husband. They got married in England, came back and settled on a farm somewhere in Zimbabwe, doing their little farming, And one of their neighbors came into the house when he was away. And she had a son and raped her in front of the son. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he left the country, but it's just inhuman.
Highly.
And there is a story of
he didn't kill her, but he probably just
killing.
You know.
This was
she left the country with the son.
But the question
I
is,
was either under
the question is, who are the
towards
people
the end,
perpetrating this?
towards the end of Jonathan's administration, or towards the beginning of the Buhari administration.
It's horrible.
A politician at the local government level, they went to his house and shot him and his wife, and his daughter was watching.
It's terrible.
I do not know how if she's still alive.
I will say that
I don't know.
There are some laws we have that needs to be tightened, just like they have done in, I think it was Ekiti State. That is a state in the southwest that is passing. They got to be passing through now that they are voting for death penalty.
I think it's
for the death penalty for kidnappers.
I think it's
no appeal.
I think it's in those states.
Right now, it's going through the state assembly. They are not waiting for the federal government.
Yeah.
You know, all this, whatever you want to call them, the farmers, people that are killing people. I don't want to even worry too much about this social, civil society and all these lawyers that are jumping back and forth. Some offenses, we need to clean up our books on that. The society needs to take a firm stand.
Especially this one. Needs to be like this. So this needs to be reviewed.
That is not for capital murders in the US, for example. Once you are found guilty, there is no appeal against capital murder. You are gone. Premeditated murder. Yeah. There is no amount of National Bar Association or how many stamps you carry go there. Some offenses that is premeditated, you take over life, you are going in for is a capital punishment. You are not coming out for the next 30, 40 years.
Is there going to be
there should be something that the Nigerian society, the National Assembly, including the State Assembly, just like Ondo State government is doing, to start focusing a little bit more on offenses that are heinous, offenses that are that is inhuman, offenses. Even during the last regime,
have the mental or even the people
we have
imagine how the parents of this boy will live afterwards.
Forever. That's not afterwards.
It's going to haunt them to their grave.
The punishment
because of what you are saying now.
The punishment should be equal. The punishment should be equal to
the time to have state police, so that this apprehending these people will not be too far from local level.
It's past time for us to have state police. And I'm sure that
what's the problem?
Well, because any government that's going to do that is going to make sure that the people have the support of the people. Not that they can make it faster. Mind you, now it's been thrown into the National Assembly, and I can tell you from the last I read, there are 16 states that has not sent their report back to the National Assembly. 16 out of 36. So only 20 states has okayed it. 16 are still sitting on their hands, whether they want state police or not. Look, you got to
let them go and do what they like.
Maybe the ones that have already sent in their concession to it, maybe the process should move on with those. And the ones that are still not ready,
needs to do a lot more.
But 16 states are still
in place to have
16 states.
Police.
16 states.
Because when you look at it, yes, I understand the bit about the political implications and whatever. But when you look at the security issue that is facing us
you see how
I think that needs to be really looked at.
Stemmed the flow
of the
After those two Kabiyesi were killed.
People were like, wait a minute.
We got to do something to protect our people here.
The criminals will begin to move away from. So it works in some ways. Can we revisit it because the price is too high?
It's too high. It's too damaging.
It's too damaging.
I don't even know what state this particular one took place, but the damage of the state it took place is just too horrible. The offense must attract the punishment. The punishment for such a heinous behavior should be equal to the life that is lost. And I don't want to hear anything about your civil rights or
this is not even a time to play politics about all of that. Honestly. These criminals should be brought to book.
The reason I'm asking for state police is that they now went to the police commissioner They say I'm not aware. The state, the
The-
police PRO for the state.
They said
They
the
say
report hasn't come in.
They say I'm not aware of it. Of something of that level reported in newspapers like The Guardian and the Punch. You say you are not aware of it.
But even law enforcement now, they are now starting to be proactive. They are picking up stuff on the social media now and acting on it. You know, I've read one or two where they say, "Oh, we saw this," and they jump. What's going on in Anambra yet? We have to figure it out because everybody else is aware of this. So if they are trying to not, but once it gets on the social media, there is no hiding place for all those professional of the DPOs, all those divisional police officers. They need to get on with it. But for those type of state police, local police is so essential because that is all of these crimes are local. Just like politics are local. No stranger is going to come from Kutuwenji to come and kidnap two sisters with their brother and that's the brother.
Same people that understand the terrain. So we need to activate this.
Okay, finally,
so that our environment can be secure.
Well, it's just